Hey everyone, all right. Hey everyone, it is Ashley from Going Crochetzy. This is the editing Ashley. This is a few days after I've actually gone through what I'm going to be showing you right now. But today I am taking you through my process of deciding what I'm going to be making for my markets. I'm going to go through my inventory and I'm going to give you a breakdown of how many items I have and how much my inventory is worth right now. So join along and have fun. Good morning, everyone. I am here because I need to down a list of items I need to make because honestly, right now I am in a very strange place. I have never been so full of inventory in my life. Typically, it's been 1 or 2 craft fairs a year with whatever I've made throughout the year, which isn't a ton because I make like a bunch of stuff for myself or for family, and I don't create for craft fairs. This year is different because last year I ended up doing a bunch more than have in the past. I've usually just done 1 to 2 in a year. Last year I did 4 in just 2 months' time. And so this year I am deciding to prep ahead of time. So making at least 1 item a day throughout the whole year. I mean, give or take a few days here and there, depending on how busy my schedule is, or if I'm sick, or if something's going on and I'm not able to create. So I'm going to create throughout the year so that when it comes time for inventory and doing these markets, I'm not scrambling, because last year in December, I scrambled so much. I was so stressed out because I didn't have enough, because November wiped me out. And so then the 2 I had in December, thankfully, one of them was very dead and I didn't even really sell much of it at all. But the other one was busy, and so I was scrambling back and forth, like trying to hurry up and get all of this stuff created. And I definitely did not have enough items. So now I have too much, but I know having too much is a good problem. But now I just need to figure out what to make, what I want to make. I am writing down a list, and lots of little things, and I have lots of big things, and I have lots of medium things. I have a bunch of everything. I personally prefer to make the bigger items. So do I continue to make bigger items, or do I make the little items that are more likely going to sell? I don't know. Honestly, what I need to do is I need to go through all of my items I have in stock so I can weigh out how much I have in small items, medium items, and larger items, and go from there. So first off, I'm going to write down a list. I like to handwrite things. I like notebooks. I like to write it down. I don't know, I'm super old school. But first, I've been wanting to make sitting bees forever. I want to break apart from the regular bullet bees because you see them everywhere. There's a lot of crocheters in this area, a lot of crocheters that have started to create plushies in this area. So I need to break myself apart from them, which I normally am a bit different than each of them anyway. We all have our own kind of niche, but I want to break myself even further apart. So I want to make some sitting bees, which is going to be a small item. I have some owls I want to make, but that's in the larger area because I want to use my big felt eyes I have, because I have some big felt eyes. They're like this big. So I need something that has big eyes, and owls are going to be great, but they're going to have to be larger. I want to make more dragons, and the one I want to make in particular is a large item. I also want to make some squids. That was one of the things I hadn't wanted to make for a long time, just because I feel like a lot of people make squids and whales and all of the, like the octos with the tentacles and all of that. So I wasn't gonna make squids, but then I found a pattern, Instagram pattern that I want to try out. Oh, I just got the Samba elephant pattern by Melly's Inspired Crochet, I believe is her name. So I want to make that for sure. I probably will make a couple because I feel like elephants are a really popular one, and they usually go pretty quick. I need to make another sloth or two, and so both of those would be medium to larger items. The sloth I use is from All From Jade, and it's like the hanging sloth. Like he has both all of his legs up in the air and he's kind of tilted over to the side. I made Pierre before. I made 2 Pierres and I absolutely love them. So I have to make the mom Samantha to go with a Pierre. And I know in this area I actually have one person that every single time she comes to a craft fair, she's like, do you have any more sloths? And if I have a sloth available that she has not seen before, she gets it. So I know sloths are popular for this area. I want to make more turtles. I want to make a sea turtle, a couple sea turtles, because I have a lot of like the land turtles also from All From Jade. I think it's Tessa the turtle. So I have a bunch of Tessa the turtles, but I want to make some sea turtles too, and I want to make some floral turtles, like a sunflower, a daisy, and a rose. So I want to make some more of those, and I also want to make some. Those are more of like a medium to larger item that are gonna be more expensive. So I also want to make some miniature sunflower turtles. I saw a pattern recently and the turtles are smaller and I think they're super cute because a lot of people like turtles too. Oh, I saw this ice cream octo. So it's just like your standard octo, like the standard octos I make, and you just add an ice cream cone to it. I want to make some more possums. The small possum pattern I have used is, they come out really small and they kind of look a little bit more like a rat to me than a possum. So I want to make some more like a chunkier version of the possum. So it's more squishable, but still small. So I want to make some of those. And I also have a larger pattern. I have this critters pack that I bought months ago. I can't remember the maker of that, but I bought this critters pack and has like and they're all like larger items. So or medium to large. It's like a squirrel, a turtle, a skunk, a possum, I think maybe a raccoon, but they're all standing. So I need to break into that. I have a lot of patterns I need to actually make that I bought in months past and I just haven't done yet. I keep getting like the reminder on Etsy of like, you need to review this pattern, and I'm like, I haven't made it yet, so I can't review it. All these patterns I bought like before December, like November, December, planning to have them to prep them for Christmas time, and then I got so busy with other items that I had to do a bunch of like the little things, and I had to do customs and all that. So I haven't gotten to those patterns yet, so I need to do that. That's my dilemma. I have a ton of stuff, but out of all of this stuff, I only have like 4 things that are going to be small items, and the rest are all going to be larger items that are going to have to be over $20. And I feel like that's a gray area where I'm going to have a lot of like, it's just going to sit there versus fly off the shelves, which, I mean, you want to have a good variety. But anyway, I think I have a list of what I want to do now. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all of my stuff upstairs and really look at it and go through it with you guys. And I'm gonna inventory my stuff. So I'm gonna see how much stuff I have in my small items, my medium items, my large items, and I'll tag too, because a lot of the stuff, I haven't tagged anything since my last craft fair that I had in February. February 10th was my craft fair. So I've made a lot since then and I haven't tagged any of it. So I'll tag it and I'll inventory it and we'll see what I have in stock so that I know what to make next. So I'm first gonna go take a shower and all of that good stuff because I started my day late. Owen slept in until like 7:15 today, and normally I have my workout done. I've crocheted and I've gotten showered before I even bring him to school, and I have not done any of that yet. So I'm gonna go do my workout and then I'm gonna go and shower, and then I'll bring all my inventory upstairs and we'll go through that together. Oh my goodness, you guys. Now, I knew I had a lot of inventory, but when I have it all piled up like this, it looks even more ridiculous. And the crazy thing about that is this isn't any of the seasonal items that I keep in stock. This is just the regular items because I'm not putting any seasonal things out because the next thing coming up is Mother's Day, and I feel like I don't have to do anything particular with that other than like maybe some flowers or something. But whew, that's a lot of inventory I gotta go through. All right, we're gonna do this. I have all of my inventory over here. You can't see it, but it is like literally in hand's reach of me. I'm gonna set it up into stations, my smalls, mediums, littles, or bigs, and I have my notepad. I'm gonna write everything down as I go to see what I have, maybe to give me an idea. I think I'm even gonna do like a separate page for littles, big, mediums, and bigs to make it more streamlined. I got my reinforcements since it's gonna be a while. I have my water because you always need to hydrate. And I even made myself a chai. I already had one today, but I feel like today is gonna be a 2 chai day because I need a little extra to keep me boosted through this. So I'm just gonna put you on a time lapse. So the current state, I have a bunch of my bigger items in here that have already been priced, although I don't think I have a price tag on him. So I'm gonna have to add a price tag to him. This is all my like jumbo items that are ready to be packed away and prepared for my next craft fair. This is also items that have already been tagged and I just need to add more in there. These little guys, I had made them for my Valentine's Day craft fair, and they did not sell like at all. Barely anyone showed up to that craft fair, so I didn't sell like pretty much anything. But I'm gonna turn these guys into keychains. So I have the keychain stuff right here so that I can phase those out so that I can add a different type of bee that I want to create. All of these are like my lower priced items that don't need tags, like the lady frogs and all of that. I have little bins for those, so those won't need tags, but they're all ready to go. They're all in my inventory, and then all of this I have to tag. So I got a lot of tagging to do. And I'm gonna get going on that now. You into into my kitchen for a minute so that I could just show you what I do for my own personal tags. I don't spend a lot of money in tagging items just yet, but what I do is I have all of these like leftover papers, like cardstock from when I used to scrapbook. And years ago, when I did first start doing craft fairs, I did invest in a stamp to create my own tags. And so don't mind my stamp, my ink pad right now. Owen stole my ink pad. I don't even know if there's any ink on this. Owen stole my ink pads and I don't know where he put them. So I am just using this one here. I cut out my cardstock into little strips. And then I ink up I usually ink it up when I have ink, but as I said, Owen has stolen my good ink pad, and so I am down to this old ink set that I had from years ago. But I ink it up, and then I just put the stamp down on it to make it. I'm trying to get a good one. These are all kind of turning out badly because I don't have a good ink. There we go. So I just put it down on there and just says made with love, Going Crochet-zy. It gives them my name. From here is, once I have my tags inked up and ready to go, I will just poke a little hole in it. I will add just a little bobby pin to it. And then I just connect this onto the plushie that I'm putting it on. I will add whatever price, say it's like $26 or something. I'll add the price right at the top. And then when they decide to purchase that item, I take the stuffy from them, then I take the tag off for them so that they don't tear it out and ruin it, the stuffy. And that's what I do right now. But yeah, so what do you guys do? Do you have tags? Do you purchase your tags from a company? Do you make your own tags? Do you have like a fancy Cricut or something like that that you use? Because I don't have a Cricut yet. I'd like to get one, but then there's an extra expense that I'm just not ready to invest in just yet. All right, guys, so we have gone through my inventory. We've kind of broken down what I plan to make in the future. And now I wanted to show you exactly my numbers. So I broke it down. I ended up breaking it down from $0 to $10, $11 to $20, $21 to $30, $31 to $40, and then $41 and up on the items. So my $0 to $10 items were what I'm calling my extra small items. And I had they're like my little mini bees and like my leggy frogs and all of those items. They're $10 or less. And I have 59 of those items, which is quite a bit. And that totals to $479 in my value in that section. For my smaller items, those are what I kind of like, my otters and my axolotls and stuff. They're a little bit above that $10 range, but they're still small items. I have 54 of those. Wow. And they value total is $800, which is pretty darn good. I'm pretty proud of myself. My medium items, those are the $21 to $30 range. So what do I have in those areas? So items such as my little bears, and they're medium, but they take a little bit longer to make up. So like my bunny lovey and like some birds and some turtles and stuff like that. So I have 20 of those items and they value up to $517. My $31 to $40 range are like good size. They're like this big. They're like my cheeky bunny and my cheeky cow and my hot dog, the wiener dog that has the like hot dog vest, and like my ice cream axolotl and all of those items. And that I have 17 in that area and $645 totaling value. And then my 41 and above, so those are like my really big items, or my really more expensive items. Like I have a dragon, and I have like my mama possum. She was a lot of work and she carries a little baby, so she's gonna be more than $25. She's gonna be 40 up. And then I have a really big troll, and all kinds of like my blankets and all of that stuff. They're gonna be valued more than smaller items, and I have a total of 12 of those, and that totals me to $717. So in total of everything I just inventoried, I have 162 items and they value at $3,158. Wow, that is the most inventory I have ever had, like ever. I can't say ever enough times. But I'm really happy with that outcome, and I'm gonna keep going, keep making things just because I enjoy making them. But I'm really happy with my my target. I feel like I don't have to focus specifically in any area because I have a ton in each area. And obviously I'm not gonna make the extra large items as many of them because they are going to be longer to sell. But I might focus into the medium items and probably stick to my extra smalls just because I'm having a good time making them right now. Since I started doing those 1 hour videos, I've been making more of those. So I do want to recap that I did, this is a few days after I filmed this, the first part of this, and so I have made some of the items that were on my list. So if you remember, I had said I wanted to make some sitting bees. So I went ahead and I made 2 sitting bees. I tried 2 different sizes to see which size I preferred more. So this is with a 4mm hook, and this is with a 5mm hook. And I feel like probably for market prepping, I'm gonna stick with the 4mm hook just because it is a little bit more squishable, smaller. They both take just about the same amount of time, but this is going to take a little bit less of that yarn, and I feel like it just looks better for my smaller items. So I made 2 of those. I also made, and I'm deciding, should I add blush to them or not? I'm thinking I do need to add a little blush or a smiley face to them just to zhuzh them up a little bit. So I made those. I also said there was a squid pattern I wanted to try out. So I went ahead and got the squid pattern, and I made a little baby squid. Isn't it so cute? So I made this little baby squid, which I would consider more in my like small items. So the bees are definitely a small item because they're gonna be more than $10. I feel like I'm gonna price them at like 12. This guy, I'm thinking about 15-ish. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you price yours at if you make these guys. And then I made a mama squid to go with it too. So they're matching. And I was thinking she would be more of a medium item. I was thinking, I don't know, like 25? What do you guys think? And I love how she can just hide her face, and she's a lot of fun to make. I plan to make many of these because they were just fun to make, and I think they're so pretty and fun to play with. I'll probably end up making more of the smaller just because they'll go quicker, but I love the bigger ones better just because of these little hands hiding. But so I don't know, I might add some eyelashes and some blush to her as well. And let me know what you think you would value her at. I'm thinking like 25. I'm not really sure. And then I also said I wanted to make a Samba elephant. And here I did. I made Samba. Isn't she so cute? I love how she's just like, you can hold her and she just rests. She's squishable. And I love her little butt in the air and her trunk up. And I do plan to make some more of these. She was fairly quick to make. And I had a lot of fun making her. I love that she's all just like one piece. And it was a lot of fun. So I plan to make lots of like different colors in her. And for all of these, I made them in Sweet Snuggles Light. And then the bees I made with Bernat Blanket, if you were interested in knowing that. And so I added the value of those up to my total as well. So that equals out to 167 items at $3,247. So I am getting pretty close to a $4,000 mark. So that's going to be my next goal, is to hit a $4,000 mark. And I think I'm going to be able to do it. And I think I'm going to be able to do it pretty quick, especially if I keep up making fun things like this. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining in. Let me know what you enjoyed seeing the most, if you want to see more of these types of videos, and comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I am still very new and I'd love to build my audience as well as just continue to make these videos and have fun doing them. So please, please, please comment below what you want me to do next. I do have a couple markets coming up in April that I will try to get some content off of, and I will see all of you guys later. Bye. Thanks for joining.